All right, welcome to another video from the chart readers. An interesting day to say the least. So, not quite what I expected, but not too far off. So, again, we'll do as we normally do. We will look at the NASDAQ on the daily. We'll start on the top with our moving averages and then get into our lower indicators shortly after. So, let me hide these for now. Okay, so again, what did we see? So, as we thought yesterday, we talked about it breaking this downtrend, right? So, let me get my new little marker here and show this line here. So, this was this immediate downtrend that we were talking about breaking, and it does look like we have a nice 2 days on the NASDAQ that have broken it. So, yesterday was the first one, and really today was pretty healthy. We're sitting at that 11.3 number we've been talking about a little bit. And really, if you look, we're actually over the 20. So we broke both the 8 and the 20 in one single swoop. That's never a bad thing, right? So really from here, the main thing is going to be, can this actually hold and, actually follow through with this? So if we can, again, we talked about maybe trying to fill this gap again at the minimum, going back to the top of the channel. So, and really, let's be honest, we mentioned this, I think, last week. There has not been a test of this 50 moving average since, what is this? Since April, basically April 21st. So it's been a while since we've even come close to the 50. Yeah, let's see what this looks like. But really, this was a really nice day for the NASDAQ, and it should be setting up to really test that 11.5, if not even as high as, what is that, 11.7 for that, what do you call it, the 50 moving average. So, and again, you can see it really was most of the day that was positive. So, looking down here, the MACD is starting to curl up, which is great. And again, look at that. The RSI is also curling up. So we have the indicators there. We're over the 8. We're over the 20. Really, this is setting up pretty nicely, actually. So if we can get some good follow through, we should be seeing a nice few days on the NASDAQ. What I do want to look at is the weekly. So we've had 2 pretty nice days. Where are we sitting? Look at that. So we might be trying to come back to over the 8. So nice. We are setting up pretty nicely on this weekly. You know what was interesting was actually the SP500 and the Dow. So let me move into these a little quicker than normal, and you can see these have a pretty hard wick at the bottom, and the NASDAQ did not. The NASDAQ was pretty much a gain all day. So what I thought was going to be a much better day for the SP500 actually started really scary. If I can go into the hourly, just look at that first hour. I mean, when I woke up and saw this, I got really worried that I gave some horrible advice yesterday. But you can see what really happened the rest of the day. It did even out nicely. Again, this is the 5th, this is the first hour, and then this is the rest. So I don't know what happened in that first hour, but you know what? I'm gonna go to the Dow Jones as well, the DJ30 in the hourly. Again, same horrible first, and actually even a bad second hour too. But then this kind of trailed off, and then if you look, let's go back to the NASDAQ comp. Sorry. That wasn't here on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ had a pretty decent first hour. I mean, it was obviously red, but nothing in comparison. And then again, the full tail. But I have no idea what happened to the Dow 30 as well as the SP500 in that first hour. But nonetheless, both pretty, look at that. That's even more dramatic than the SP500. But you can see the long wick and then the finish up here. And then again, SP500. Long wick, but finish up here. Let's look at the lower indicators for nice. Look at that. MACD looks good. Nice. RSI looks good. And then let's just see this on the DJ30. Nice. Great. Okay, so again, we basically see the MACD and the RSI looking the same across all 3. It was a little odd that the NASDAQ just didn't quite play out the same way as the Dow Jones and the SP500. Again, both of those had a horrible first hour, but the NASDAQ really just trucked along all day. Nonetheless, all 3 seem to be setting up for what should be a good rest of the week. So we'll obviously take it one day at a time, but yeah, it looks like we should be setting up for a pretty good week here. So be safe out there, good trading, hopefully, and then yeah, make the money where you can. Again, if you haven't already, check out the website. You can catch any videos that you've missed on this videos tab, and then you can sign up for our emails. Everything is free, and you get a little more info than you do on these videos. So next video comes out tomorrow. Have a great one.